right, here we go. So I have Shon on the line. Shon, how are you doing? And I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
No, I did not have a wonderful Thanksgiving because I had to work, and I was thinking about these MFs who did that to that damn girl because that's been on my mind lately. I want to be clear on some things right now. Let me know if y'all hear
Can you
something.
all
You know, is in the,
can you all hear Shon clearly? Please put a 1 in the chat if you all can hear Shon.
if y'all hear any noise, let me know.
Okay, you sound good to me.
Yeah, okay. Here's my thing, and I want to be very clear on this. This shit is not a joke. The guy who, or the girl who did the Twitter picture of the Photoshop of the girl, then put the guy's face on it and all that, that's not a joke, and I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, the authorities didn't have all the information on this girl for what they had. So when they decided to put that picture out in the beginning, what happened was they took that the investigators took that picture and put it with their records because they didn't know if they were looking for a biological woman or someone who trans into a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So that broadened the investigation even wider. And the person who did it as a sick joke. But the sick joke could have turned deadly because people were actually believing that this was an actual trans person. So we already know there's trans hate, gay hate, women hate, black women hate. We already know this. So they could have put somebody's life in danger. It wasn't funny. And it was just stupid to even do something like that. And then when they told the person what they did, they just laughed at it. They just thought it was a joke. It's not funny. This is serious. Now, as for all these other content creators that's covering this story, I had to stop listening to them because we are getting a whole bunch of lies. We're getting a whole bunch of lies from content creators just trying to get clicks and views, and we're getting a whole bunch of lies from the something six, whatever the Cabo six. Okay. The real autopsy report says she died 15 minutes after her injuries. Now, we still getting all these crazy different reports from all these different content creators and the Cabo Six. They all, I'm going to tell everybody right now, they all are lying because there's no way in the world that dude Nazir could have gotten there in time and rubbed her head and she was unconscious and she was still alive and she was playing music. No, listen to me, people. The girl was already dead when he allegedly got there. So he was lying from the get-go. So whatever happened, in my opinion, what I think from what the autopsy report said, they jumped that girl. They jumped her. And I also said after the first video, when it first came out, I said there's more to that video. There's going to be another video. People told me I was crazy. No, there's not going to be another video. That was, I say, no, there's more to that video. That was only a part of that video. Sure enough, the second video came out. Then there's another part of the video came out where he dressed the girl and sat her up on a chair or something like that. And what the guy said, our first dead body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Remember when he said that?
Wait, Shon, so I haven't seen, are you telling me that they put her clothes on her, they dressed her, and they did all
that? Yes, there's another video. She had on some like a tube top or something, tube top dress or something. I'm not sure what her bottoms were, but they had her in that. She was leaning off to the side, and I think it was a white chair or sofa, whatever. And the guy was filming. He said, "Our first."
Don't say the D word. Our first body. Okay.
Our first D body. Then he said, "Body, body, body," something like that, like the Megan Thee Stallion song. And I'm like, "Are you serious right now?" These people after that went out to eat, then put money off her account, which that's another charge here in America. I think that's going to be a charge here in America if they get by off that, which I don't think they are. But what I want to go back to that report says she died, the real report says she died 15 minutes after her injury. There's no way in the world that doctor could have gotten there in time and said she was doing CPR and doing this and doing that and while she was still had a pulse. That's impossible because the real report said she was gone in 15 minutes. So how can you get that and say you did this for two? And that's another thing. You said you did all this work for 2.5 hours. You mean to tell me in the 2.5 hours, no ambulance, nothing didn't come to get the girl to the hospital? Nothing? Something is way wrong with that story. They're investigating that right now. I don't believe all the reports that's coming out. I believe that they jumped that girl. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this right now. There's more to the video. There's more video. It just haven't come out yet. But one of the girls allegedly called in on her social media or something like that. And she made a video saying that she didn't fight her on camera. So like the lawyer said, wording is everything. She didn't fight her on camera. So that means you probably fought her off camera.
Allegedly.
Yep.
If she,
allegedly.
It's how you say it. Yep. You're right.
Yep. Everything is all about wording.
Because she would have just said, I didn't fight her. But why didn't you just say, I did not fight her at all, instead of saying, I didn't fight her on camera? That makes sense.
Exactly. And this really touched a lot of people. So I had to call my sisters. I had to call some girlfriends of mine and tell them, look, y'all go anywhere with anybody, especially to Mexico. I come through the room, y'all better move. Y'all better say something, do jumping jacks or something, because I'm going to shut it all down. But it goes to show you who your friends really are. And I'm not blaming this young lady. She was, they caught her off guard.
Yeah.
But I want to tell everybody this, and everybody that's listening. If you have a feeling about a person, and they showed her signs a long time ago, or she was one of those nice people, well, I'll give them a chance, or I'll give them a chance, I'll give them a chance. She gave them too many chances.
Right.
If you have people in your life that's showing you signs of they're no good like that, let them go.
Say it, Shon.
I would rather be by myself. I would rather travel by myself, go to the movies by myself, go out to eat by myself, than to have somebody who I know when I'm going to turn my back, they're going to stab me in my back.
Amen.
Think about it. Think about it. Have you ever had a friend to tell you such and such person was talking bad about you and such and such person was saying it, but they never said what they said to defend you?
When I'm not around, when you're not around, will they protect your name? Or they going to talk about you with the person? That's what I want to know.
Exactly. And I've been through this many, many, many times. And I've told people, you got to get rid of those kinds of people. Because while that person was sitting up there talking about you, they were just sucking it all in and not defending you.
Amen.
No matter what they were saying was true or not. You were bold enough to say it. You know I'm friends with this person.
Yes.
Because somebody tried this with me before. You know I'm friends with this person. But yet still you're bold enough to say this in front of me about this person.
You breaking it down, Shon. You breaking it down today. Oh, you breaking it down.
But I want to be very clear. The guy who recorded her best friend, that guy, I despise him more than I despise the girl.
What kind of friend is that? A friend? What kind of friend?
Because you recorded your friend butt naked. How did she get naked? I don't know. You recorded your friend naked, being assaulted, and you just filmed it. And then you clowned on it so you could put it on social media, and you thought there wasn't going to be no repercussions.
I mean, how dumb is that?
Like I told a girlfriend of mine, no, it ain't. The only recording that's going to be me wearing everybody ass out in that room. I don't, and this is the part that I don't get. I'm more than sure her friends, I know they're going to come out later and say they've been told her about them. There were signs. They just didn't do this. Somebody went on their social media and started searching, see what they're about on their social media. One girl said she searched their social media and it was always pictures of them and never Shanquella.
Yeah. Wasn't her real friend.
It goes to show that alone goes to show you something.
Yeah.
They were a bunch of losers. They all got PPP loans. Shanquella made businesses out of her. The rest of them just blew theirs. And now they say, oh, it was jealousy it's a possibility that could have been it. But I think it was more than that.
You know,
it was more than that. These people had a hatred.
It was a deep-seated hatred and jealousy.
If you go back to the fight, I don't even want to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
When you go back to the fight, and the first girl that was fighting her when she said she's not going to fight back, when they stopped for a minute, when she was saying, I'm getting sick of you, and I'm like, what could she have done?
I
When
know.
you attack her like that? Now, let me remind you, we all going to Mexico to celebrate Nazir's birthday, allegedly. We need to find out when is his birthday. We all going to celebrate his birthday. But the big problem I'm having is, why did Shanquella pay for the whole trip?
Okay, where was their money? Leeches?
That's the thing I'm talking about. Shanquella was probably one of the nicest people in the world. Oh, I got it. Well, when you do that, every time y'all go somewhere, they're going to be expecting you to pay for it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, when you cut the ties, people start hating you.
Oh, amen. Say it again, won't you? Say it again.
What I want people to understand, see, and the problem I'm also having is with the Mexican people. Because I know there's a lot of black people lately have been getting K over there. And nothing's been done about it. Nothing. So now I'm side-eyeing the Mexican people and the Mexican officials. What the hell is going on over there? Y'all have a serious issue with black people. I'm starting to see that more and more now. And some of the things that they have been saying on social media.
Right.
But my problem is they went over there because they knew, because of Mexico letting black folks come over there to get K's, they brought her over there to do that.
Woo.
They had planned it. Remember what I told you in the video? The guy said, our first body, or something like that. He said this was our first. They fought because they knew Mexico wasn't going to do nothing about it. You see what I'm saying?
This is crazy.
They knew they were going to get away with it. And they actually knew when we get back, now this part was stupid. They thought because when they post the video, because it happened in Mexico, oh, nothing wasn't going to happen. Because I'm back in the United States now.
Dummies.
But Mexico has allowed this to happen over and over again. And this is why they brought her over there. They knew what they were doing. They planned this.
I believe they did.
And now, and another thing, they out of them Airbnbs over there too.
I've never been in one.
Each one that I've been hearing about in Mexico, always in that Airbnb. Is never in a big chain hotel where the U.S. has some authority in.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
It's always in that Airbnb. Something is up with remember the three before her that just passed away? All three of them was found dead in the Airbnb. Three of them, three black people, two girls and one guy. All gone. Nobody's not saying nothing.
Just let me go to the Marriott. I'll stay at the Marriott.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something is going on over there with black folks. They don't want black folks over there. Something is going. I just can't put my finger on it.
Now that's alleged. Now we're not gonna say that Mexico don't want
alleged.
But it is a little suspicious with all of these friends that get in this Airbnb and they first. I haven't seen they be body yada 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 whatever they were saying. This is crazy. Who does that?
Yeah. So now back to when the guy said. Now they all say the nurse put them out the room. When this is what I think the girl or the guy, one of the guys said it. The nurse put them out the room so they couldn't see what they were doing. That's what one of them said. Another one said they watched as they were trying to stick the needle in her. So what is it? Y'all were in the room or were y'all out the room? Because from what the report says, the nurse worked on her for 2 hours. 2 hours, y'all should have called the ambulance. Something is not right with this story.
Mm-hmm.
But the autopsy report says she was already gone 15 minutes after her injury. So how could y'all have done all this? Well, you have to think about the time. When the so-called best friend called the mother, her daughter was already gone.
Some best friend that is.
That's just how dirty and low down these people are. People have to pay attention to the words that come out of their mouth. Then he had the audacity to go to this woman's house and pretend like they were grieving. They wasn't going to this woman's house to pretend like they were grieving. They were going to this woman's house to see what they know, see what they can hear, see what anything was going to come back to them.
That's what snakes do.
That's what they did, because the girl's sister said, "You really think?" She said this to somebody. "You really think if we would have known they did this, you think they would have got that house alive?" But you have to be the lowest of the low to not only film that and put it on social media, but still try to blame her for her own demise. One of the girls, the light-skinned girl, is saying now she's saying that, oh, she did something stupid and it was alcohol, and they're just trying to cover it up and saying her neck was broken when it really wasn't. So you're saying the real autopsy report is lying. You're saying that they faked a neck break. Now she's saying, then she came back and said, well, they broke her neck to make it look like that's how she died. But she really died of alcohol poisoning. But there's no alcohol in her system. Make it make sense. But you are that arrogant to say that the real doctors and nurses who did the real autopsy report, you're saying that they're wrong and they're lying. So we should believe you. And that brings me to another thing. When you call the mother, I wish the mother would have said, how do you know she's sick from alcohol poisoning?
Okay.
Who makes you think it is alcohol poisoning? Where's it something else? Take her to the hospital. Call 911. But the mother probably wasn't thinking. Just like they told the police and the nurse when they first arrived. It's alcohol poisoning. The first thing as a nurse, I would have said, how do you know that? She was drinking a lot. Okay, how do you know it was alcohol poisoning? We haven't done any tests yet. How many of you have a doctor or a PhD behind your name?
None.
None of you. So how do you know it's alcohol poisoning? Not going to show you how they graduated from college, but they stupid. An autopsy report is going to show if there was alcohol in our system. So you think you can't come up with a better plan than that? All 6 of them, 5 or 6 of them, they have different stories that just doesn't add up.
Because they lying.
It's not making any damn. Now, you know they got the warrant out for one, so they have to bring one over back to Mexico. And I think they're doing it like this because this is how they're going to get them all. One going to turn on the other. And eventually, all of them are going to be over there. But here's the thing about it, what people don't understand, and people were arguing in the chat. Well, it's not like that. People have to understand, this is not the United States. That's Mexico. Their laws are different. All the laws around the world doesn't revolve around the United States. You do a crime out there, you have to do their time. They're already saying 9 times out of 10, and this is allegedly, they may not even have a trial with a jury. It might just be with the judge.
That's the way they do in Mexico. Yes, in Mexico, the judge will just sentence you or whatever.
They don't want that because before they even get to court, 9 times out of 10, they're number one, they're automatically going to be guilty. But number one, that's hitting their tourist attraction. That's hitting them in the pocket. That's number one. Number 2, you got something else more important that's against you. Your dark black skin. Period. I don't care what nobody says. Your dark black skin.
Dark, beautiful black skin. Yes.
Locked up. And they already show pictures of the Mexican jails. They don't want 5 minutes of that, let alone 80 years. Not even a day. They're not going to survive in a Mexican jail. None of them. I hate saying it. Maybe I don't care. I don't know. I'm going to let God to work with me on that. But they're not going to survive in a Mexican jail.
They're not. Because 12 years over there,
like a sore thumb.
That may not seem like a lot, but 12 years in a Mexican jail, whoo, child.
12 years, they're adding up all these charges. It could be a possibly 80 years.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Each one of them could get up to, they did 25, but then they started stocking up the things that they did over there. That's adding more years and more years. Not like America where 2 years for this, 5 years for that. No, they could do 20 on each one. So it's crazy that people really believe that they can handle it. Well, what if they can make a deal? Mexico don't have to do no deals. They don't have to do this shit like it. They don't have to do anything like America.
No,
this is a totally different ball game. And guess what? They may get in trial one day, and by that evening, they may be convicted. That's how Mexico rolls. So all the U.S. rights have been given up. But here's the thing. Nobody in the United States is going to give a damn about them. Because no Black Lives Matter ain't going to speak up for them. Nobody on social media, none of the content creators are going to speak up for them. Because everybody's going to believe what you did to that girl, you're going to get back. And those Mexican inmates are going to deal with them out of spite for racism and also for what they did.
Backstabbers is what they are.
They already going in being hated off block. And let me tell you something. See the other guy that I believe is Gay Kemp, the best friend? Oh, he's first. Because a lot of those Mexican people over there, they don't like gays. Allegedly. They have laws about gays over there. No, it's not alleged.
Oh,
this
really?
Is fact.
Okay.
It's fact. This is truth. He's going to get dealt with in the worst way. I don't even want to think about it. But he in the arrogance of him as a friend. And like I told people, if Mexico don't deal with them, if they get off on a technicality, the streets are going to deal with them.
Okay.
They're not going to be able to go nowhere. Because from what I'm understanding, also from somebody that knows some of them, they already got fired from their job.
Yep, they should. Posting a fight like that should be enough. Violent people.
No, it wasn't so much as a fight. It was so much as what they did to that girl, and then people saw. It was people get in fights all the time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't so much as a fight. It's what they did. These jobs are saying we don't want none of that smoke. Nope. You gotta go because they got people at the job don't want them around you.
They're afraid of them. I would be.
No, not afraid. Some people just want to lay hands on them. But all of these people are arrogant. And I want everybody to understand, these people are arrogant. They really don't believe they did nothing wrong. If you listen to their videos, the girl, the girl with the strong features,
yes,
she put on her social media, she ain't talking to nobody unless they're paying her.
No, you're going to get paid, all right. 10 cents
I want to get back to the arrogance.
Arrogant, yeah. People be arrogant when they doing wrong. They be arrogant when they doing wrong and doing dirt to people. Arrogant.
They don't believe the sad part. They really don't believe they did nothing wrong. I'm still questioning Nazir because he said he got that a day after or the day of, but he got there late or whatever. He was on a later flight or whatever. But the point is, he could have been the hero in that. He could have went there and cut up and act a fool and called the police. And try to get her to the hospital, dead or not. But he didn't do that. What he did was he covered for them, which makes him now an accessory.
Yes, he is an accessory.
He
co-conspirator.
Yeah. So now you're just as guilty as the rest.
Guilty by association.
How could you be so stupid?
Evil. Wasn't her friend. Wasn't never her friend.
I told people that. People say they keep saying friends. I say no, say alleged friend.
Alleged
they never
friends.
were her friends.
Infiltrated her.
Users.
They infiltrated her space just to take advantage of her and to get what they could off of her and to bite off of her. That's what they did.
And then the 17 grand that came missing out of her account.
Dirty.
That's the part that dirty. Then they went out and partied afterwards.
And they broke.
Then now, get this. This is what they say. This is what they're saying. Not content creators. The content creators are repeating what they say.
Mm-hmm.
They left the body there, and a maid found the body.
So is that true?
No. So no. What's the real story? You was there when the nurse got there, or you left and the maid found the body and the maid called the nurse? Which one is it? It can't be both.
So see, they lying. They can't get their story right. They liars.
So when the trial comes, so when they get them all there, when more information come out, we're gonna find out if they were there or did the maid find them. Which one is it, people? And if y'all left the body there, y'all left the body in a room? Really? Y'all got on a plane, came back, and left the body in a room? Are you serious with that?
Jealous fake friends is what they are.
And y'all don't think y'all did nothing wrong? Yeah, let's just say if she did do something stupid, did she get to deserve to be jumped like she did? No. Did she get to deserve for y'all to leave her like y'all did? No. Did she get to deserve to she died of alcohol poisoning?
No.
You mean to tell me she did something stupid and you know she was full of alcohol and y'all still jumped on her anyway?
Dirty.
It's not adding up. It's not making sense.
No, it's not.
But what these people did was just atrocious. And I can't wait for all the information to come out and what all of them really did. Because I really believe in my heart that they jumped that girl. Because that girl had, from what the autopsy report saying, she had bruises and knots in her face. So how could they not say she died of alcohol poisoning when the nurse could clearly see bruises and knots on her face? Even under makeup, they could have saw that. So it's not making no sense of alcohol poisoning. How did she get the knots and bruises on her face? Y'all were beating up on that girl, and she was defensive. Number one, she's naked. I fight better with clothes off. I tried fighting once with my clothes off, just playing around. It didn't work out so well. But when I put my socks and my tennis shoes on, I was good to go. Butt ass naked, but good to go with my socks and tennis shoes on. But it's not comfortable. So y'all took advantage of that. Y'all set this girl up to do what y'all did, to go back home, to get away with it, put it on social media so you get clicks and views, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's the whole story, besides the point of y'all just being jealous and being spiteful and hateful. And I believe that she was cutting y'all off finally, and y'all got mad.
Possibly.
She cut y'all off, allegedly. She probably cut y'all off along after this trip, and y'all got mad. Who you think gonna keep paying for people every time we go somewhere? I gotta open up my wallet and pay y'all away.
Okay. Users.
Especially grown men. Come on now. Y'all planning a trip to go to celebrate somebody's birthday. Y'all invite me, I'm coming, but I got to pay for the whole trip? Really? So y'all didn't have no money to celebrate no birthday. Because think about it. Where was all the decorations at? Where was all the food at? Where was all the alcohol at? Where was the trip itinerary at? If you're going out the country to go celebrate a birthday, you have an itinerary. You have food, you have alcohol, you have decorations, you have music, you have this, you have that. They had none of that. So what were y'all really going out there to do? To celebrate or to commit an M?
To do what they did, to attack her while she was helpless, no clothes on, and just attack her.
And the reason why y'all ain't doing it in the United States, number one, the laws are different. Number two, you know she would have invited her sisters and her friends and all her real friends would have came and y'all would have got dealt with.
And they ambushed her. It wasn't a fight like Miss Foley say. They ambushed her. Her.
I don't believe it was just the 2 or 3 girls. I believe all of them did it. Nazir and the best friend. I believe. And it's going to come out. It's going to come out. Because if Nazir didn't, he covered for it. But it's going to come out. When they all start talking, they're going to have to give each other up. One of the other is going to have to give each other up. And that's when we all going to find out what's really happening. But remember, also another report came out. The girl, Nazia, blackmailed and assaulted some years back in college. You know, she came out with her story, right?
Yes, I heard about that.
She said while she was having sex with her boyfriend, he was in the closet or under somewhere recording and taking pictures. And he blackmailed her and said if she don't give up certain stuff, you know what? He was going to put those pictures out. So technically, he did sexually assault her because she didn't want to do it, but he was blackmailing her. Then turn around the next day and put the pictures out anyway.
See what I mean? Folks would do. You can't trust anybody. Trust no one and suspect everyone. Okay, that's the new motto. Period.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell y'all something before I go, and I want y'all to pay attention to this. If y'all are ever in an uncompromising situation, like that girl was in college with Nazir first, and they got the pictures and the video, and they said they're gonna send it to your church and send it to your family member and send it to your job. If you don't do this, ladies, especially ladies, tell them to put it out there. Tell them to put it out there. You will feel better that they put it out there than to have somebody blackmailing you, because they're not going to stop. It's always going to be something else. That's a miserable life to live, knowing this person got this over your head. Anybody have news on me and have me having sex with somebody and they try to blackmail me, I'm going to be the first person to tell them, put it out there.
Put it down on the table. Put it on the table.
Put it out there.
And
guys, you better do the same thing. Put it out there. Don't let nobody blackmail you.
And you better be able to prove it.
Where all of this comes from. And I started doing this the other day after thinking about this. I started clearing out my phone. Because everybody we all know ain't your friend. And the ones that you know who are dirty and low down, let them go. I had a situation.
It ain't nothing to cut that.
I had a situation with a guy who I knew was stealing out of stores every now and then, once in a while, whatever. Bad checks and all this years ago. He was stealing, meaning he was stealing from other people, but I never thought he would steal from me because he was cool. He was fine. I had just started in my second apartment. And just starting out, sleeping on the air mattress. I only had $100 bill left in my name. And I had it in my closet in a little carrying bag I had. And I had part of it sticking out. It was $100 bill. I lived with myself, you know, I could leave it sticking out. Nobody gonna touch it. So I had somebody I was dating just started dating at the time. They went there, and a friend of mine was there. And I came home, it was gone. So I had to question who did what. My friend was gone. He wasn't here. So I just started dating this person, and I'm like, did you do it, or did the other person do it? So my other two friends who lived in the building at the same time, we all started putting two and two together, and we just knew it was my friend, because how we knew it, when another friend of mine told me the story, he said, you know, it's funny how Troy didn't have any money for nothing, but all of a sudden he came into some money and was able to keep the rental car for 2 more days. And he said, and I said, how much was the rent? He said, for 2 more days, it would have been $100. The same $100 he stole out of my whatchamacallit. And he couldn't talk to me for a long time after that, because he knew I was going to bust him up. But it took other people to say, chill, don't worry about chill, we got this, chill, don't do nothing. And he knew it, and he felt it. I didn't speak to that dude for years.
Bust his play up.
And I also had another situation where so-called friend, I was suspecting something about 3 of these people.
Friends.
And so-called friends. And, you know, I'm going along to get along. being young and stupid. So I'm going out, getting ready to go out, and something kept hitting me, don't go. I'm like, no, I'm going. I've been wondering, don't go, don't go. So I sat down for a minute, put on the TV, dressed, all ready to go. And I said, it's time for me actually to get up there and, get going. And this was years ago, before I even had a car. I needed to have to get this bus and go downtown. So I'm like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. So as I'm going, I'm still having this feeling. So I got to my bus stop, and I'm waiting, and I'm getting ready to get on the bus, and something stopped me. And the bus, I said, no, the streetcar. And I said, okay, go ahead, I'll wait for the next one. Waited for the next one, stood there, didn't move. Next one came, I said, go ahead. Next one came, about 4 or 5 came. And I walked slowly back home, and I just sat there. And eventually I undressed, got in the bed, watched TV until I fell asleep. I went somewhere the next day, I think to the grocery store or something. Seen another friend of mine. He said, where you was last night? I said, at home. I said, I just wasn't feeling good. He said, bro, come to find out, luckily you didn't come. Because he said, see your so-called friends, such. Yeah, what about them bitches? He said, them bitches had planned on setting you up. They were going to try to jump you. I said, how do you know this? They said, because I was listening. They don't know me and you friends. They thought me and you were just passing by. They don't know we knew each other from childhood. I said, oh, really? He said, he broke it down to me. He said, yeah, them motherfuckers just don't like you. I said, why they don't like you? He said, it's just something about you that they just don't like, but they don't know. Not only am I your friend, but you got people out there that they don't know. And we was going to fuck them up because we thought you was coming. We thought you were just running late like you always do. I said, you know what? Good looking out, bro. Okay. He said, but they don't know. We was going to bust their ass. And my cousin, he carried. He said, we was going to fuck them up. They don't know. But from that point on, I had to start picking my friends wisely.
Yes.
And even still to this day, I'm watching who I hang with. And I'm watching who I let in my home. Because I told somebody this on social media, you can't let everybody in your house. You can't let everybody in your car. You can't let everybody in your surrounding area. Because they're in your area to see what you got, to see what they could take, or see what they could do to hurt you for what you have.
Well, you preaching today, Shon. You better say it.
You can't do it. Ladies, I know y'all want to hang with all your girlfriends and all that. I want y'all to evaluate your girlfriends, even the ones you've been knowing for years. Think about all the dirty, low-down BS that they did to somebody, but they were for girls, so you stuck by. Think about it. Now think about them doing it to you.
Yep.
And I want y'all to be careful on that. Even the guys that's listening. Be very careful about your friends. Sit down, go through your phone list. If you haven't spoken to that person in a month, 2, 3 months, 6 months, 1 month to 6 months, delete them out of your phone. If you haven't spoken to them where they call to check up on you to see how you're doing, delete them out of your phone.
Goodbye.
But when they do call you, it's about some mess or some drama, or they calling you to get something from you. Delete them out of your phone. I deleted a lot of people just recently because if you don't call it, check on how I'm doing, or if you just invite me to a party, if you just spreading mess and gossip, we don't have nothing to talk about.
Nothing.
Because the same mess and gossip you're doing with me, you're doing it to them about me.
Thanks.
And the same thing you're saying about your family and friends who not giving you this or not helping you with this, it's the same. When I say no, you're doing it to me. Delete them people out of your phone and delete them out of your life. Block them on social media. Think about what happened to this girl. She went to college with them. She has been friendly with them since college. And they've been hating on her since then. Because this ain't nothing new. They just didn't start hating this girl. They've been hating this girl.
Right.
So everybody, when y'all get offline, go eliminate certain people in your damn life, in your phone, in your social media.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes less is more. I'm going to let y'all go because other people I know other people want to call in, but I still got time for some more of this because some more information coming out. But I'm at work right now. But since I'm here right now, I also have time for the person, whoever sent that message some time ago, wanting to know where I was when you needed somebody. Let me tell you where I was. I was at work. I'm not on social media all damn day, every day. I don't wait for the latest gossip and tea to pop up where I just stop and just pick up my phone on my iPad. I work from sun up to sundown. And when the sun go down, I'm still working. So when I'm not on here, I have to catch the replay. So if y'all don't see me live, I'm working or I'm probably trying to take a nap.
So Shon,
so that's where I'm at.
So Shon,
I'm doing something.
Shon, are you saying that you didn't abandon me, that you were really busy minding your business, that you don't just sit on YouTube all day?
Yeah, sit on YouTube and judge everybody else while they not on here being messy with my bitch ass.
Come on, somebody.
And I say bitch ass, and I'm using that towards the other person. Because if you on social media, YouTube, catch the gossip all the damn time, you in all the chat, all the time, you need to get a damn life. Everybody can't be in the damn chat all damn day. I got a life. When I do this, sometimes it's for fun. And sometimes it's not fun because you hear about this young lady
right.
and you listen to the story. It's sad. But sometimes it gives me something to do sometimes when I'm just driving. Or sometimes I can't listen at all. I can't be everywhere at the same damn time all the time. Maybe the person who did that, maybe they could. Maybe they don't have no kids. Maybe they don't have a household to take care of. Maybe they don't have a husband to please and to feed. Because when you on social media all day, 9 times out of 10, your husband is not being tended to. So 9 times out of 10, he's being looked after by somebody else. I said, and I'm not taking it back.
Well, Shon said it. That didn't come from my mouth. That came from Shon's mouth.
Worrying about where the hell I'm at. Don't worry. When I do find out what happened, I'm gonna offer my help or give advice or something. But I can't be there all the damn time. And when is this thing gonna be over with you? Because I still got time for who.
We'll talk about that later. Can't talk about it right now, but just keep
still
praying. Keep praying for me.
Okay. Well then, I'm gonna let y'all go. But as for that other person who put that out there, if you got something you want to tell me or something to ask me, send a message to me. If I'm ever online, you pick up the phone and you get online. Don't ask Philly Phil about me. You want to know something about a person? You ask them.
And Shon, I believe I did call your personal number. You had your number, right?
Yeah, that's my personal number. So yeah, you can call me. But like I said before, if you have something you want to ask me, I'll get online. I'll tell you how I feel. But I don't have to rectify. I don't have to clarify where I'm at for nobody on social media, especially people I've never met.
Thank you.
People got, that's the messed up part about it. People got the audacity to call to tell people what they should be doing and how they should be doing with other people.
Child, please. Okay. I wish I would give some explanations.
I don't have to be online every time Phil goes live.
Oops, say it again, Shon.
And nobody else. And guess what? The lady, the woman who wrote it, 9 times, I'm thinking it was a woman. The person who wrote it, guess what? You don't know what Phil called and told me. You don't know how long we've been on the phone. You don't know what she's been confiding in me in. She has my personal phone number. She's been having my number. So you don't know what we've been talking about behind the scenes. But see, that's people believe whatever you're doing behind the scenes, it should be on social media. Well, guess what? It's a lot that's going on behind the scenes that we're not telling you, so you know what you can go kiss. And we're not going to continue to tell you because we know you want to know, and we're not going to tell you because you want to know. And we know it's killing you in the inside, knowing that you don't know. And that's how you deal with your enemies, people. Don't let them know. The best response to a person who's antagonizing you is not to respond at all. And you're killing them in the inside. They're enraged in the inside. When they know they can't move you or get you to respond to them, they can't stand it. And that's the worst thing in the world you could do to them. Ignore them. I didn't ignore her today. because I had time today. But after this point, from this point on, I will continue to ignore her. Just if she sends another message, she will be ignored, just like her husband been ignoring her, just like she's been ignoring her husband while she's on social media, and that other woman has been showing him attention. I said it, and I know what he's doing because I know him personally. Now I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
Well, okay then. Shon, thank you so much for calling. And he has left he dropped the mic. Can somebody drop the mic in the chat?